Hey guys, so this is another first impressions video, and this time around we're talking about Poseidon-03. Where did the zero even come from? I mean, he looks amazing. I mean, he looks really freaking cool. But I don't know. Well, I have to read his story for sure, guys. Alright. Skill, average speed, usually pretty good. Deals 750% damage to the target and dispel all buffs. So this is a high amount of percentage damage there. Passive, unable to receive shields, and each instance of skill damage taken has a 50% chance, lower chance of being triggered by normal attack damage, to deal counterattack damage equal to 15% of number of stacks of Poseidon's Might to the attacker and dispels all buffs from them before counteracting. So this is pretty interesting. We only have like a few good dispellers in blue, which is Palmyra and Abigail. So this is interesting. So you just attack them and you get dispelled. So that's really interesting. The first thing that I think about is having a counter team and this guy around. I mean, everybody's going to be dispelled. Nobody's never going to get like damage share. So that is really freaking powerful. I do like the idea of adding him into a Daemon team as well. Because if he's going to be dispelling everywhere, every single time, pretty much Daemon will be able to do his full force on most of the targets there. So that's pretty interesting. I like the idea. Poseidon's Might to the attacker and dispel the buff. Alright, right that. Poseidon's 03 gains 10 stacks of Poseidon's Might. Each count. Let me see. When battle begins, he gets 10. So what I've seen in the beginning of the fights is right up the bat, if he's +1, he's gonna get 14 stacks. Right up the bat. So yeah, very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. Each counterattack grants 1 stack of Poseidon's Might. After casting the skill, all the Poseidon's Might will be cleared. Poseidon's Might. Each stack increases damage to shields by 5% and skill damage by 2% while reducing damage taken by 2%, stacking up to 20. So that's so without any awakenings, that's 40%, 40%, and 100% damage to shields. Oh, that's pretty scary for sure, guys. This effect cannot be dispelled, so pretty interesting, guys. It is definitely interesting. I'll give him that. So let's check his awakening real quick. +1. Every stack of Poseidon's Might increases the damage dealt on shields to 20%. So at this point, we're talking about a 200% more damage to shields. So that's really freaking powerful to break shields. And increases skill damage to 5%. So this is additional. Let's see. So that's pretty much from 2% to 5%. Yeah, pretty much that makes sense. So at this point, it's not 40%. It is 100% skill damage. 100% skill damage. That's interesting. 10. Yeah, 100% extra skill damage. An enhanced passive gains 4 stats to Poseidon Might when each turn begins. When Poseidon's Might reaches 20%, restores 100% mana. So that's really powerful. So this +1 is pretty crazy, guys, for sure. I mean, getting 100% mana when you get the 20 stats is pretty crazy. So each time that's pretty amazing in my opinion, but we still need to test him out and see how much damage we can actually pull with him, because I've only seen him with his own weapon for now. +2 takes 20% less damage from a stronger element. Oh, so this is pretty powerful. This explains a lot for sure, because so in other words, if he's turned green, he's gonna get 20% less damage. So that's pretty freaking crazy, guys. Alright. +3. Every stack of Poseidon's Might reduces the damage taken by 4%. So now it's double. It wasn't, it was 2%, so 20%, 40%. So now it's 4%, so it's by 80% less damage taken at +3. Very freaking powerful stuff, guys, for sure. Enhanced passive has a 100% chance to counterattack the attacker when taking skilled. Okay, this is pretty freaking powerful as well. So yeah, I can see right here that he's really dependent on his awakenings for sure. The +4 is the same as the +2. And the +5 becomes blessed for 1 turn when self HP is below 50%, restoring 50% of mass HP. So becomes a blessed bot for 1 turn. So in other words, when self HP is below 50 and restoring 50%, ignores hearing the fact, so he's gonna heal anyway, and increases Poseidon's might by 20 stacks. So if he gets by 50%, he's gonna get 50% more. That's pretty crazy, guys. This is interesting because this is not exactly like immortality. It's like you gain 50% and you gain your 20 stacks right off the bat. And can trigger 2 times. So yeah, that's really... And bless, self HP will not fall below 50% of mass HP. That's for 1 turn. So yeah, this guy is gonna be sturdy as hell, man. Look at that. Man, but the real question is, will he be able to do the damage? I mean, with all this stats, we know that this guy is going to be like almost immortal. So let's give him to a spin, but I'm just going to show you this real quick because this part of the testing is it looks pretty cool and all that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It looks really powerful. Like, he does get the 20 stacks. You won't be able to see the stacks. That's a downfall. You get the 20 stacks, but you're not able to see the stacks that what he's actually getting there. So since this is a testing thing, so that the developers create, so everybody can actually see what the hero does. But it's really different in real life for what my testing anyway. So let me finish this here. So he gets 4 when turn passed. Counterattack, he gets all the stacks. And that counterattack damage in this stage is absolutely insane. But that's not what I'm actually seeing when I'm actually testing. I'm gonna show you that in a second. Because I do have in this situation some footage for this guy, thankfully. All right. So pretty much he's getting stacks everywhere. He's getting multi-head every single time, and he's gonna get more and more and more stacks. It's a real shame that you can't actually see this. Let's see if we can actually finish this. All right. So that's 16. So it's obviously going to do a bunch of damage because in this stage, yeah. Let's see here. So he doesn't have any weapons. So difference in... Wait. These heroes have 695% defense. He's definitely have more attack. So I have to be overpowered in that situation to do extra damage, huh? So let's see. And boom. Nice. Alright. So you're gonna see this huge number, which I have not seen in my testing, sadly. Alright, so the good news is that I found a brave soul, and yeah. We're definitely going to show you some footage, and I'm going to attack with my absolute strongest team, my red team, with Gillian and all that good stuff, and I'm going to turn this guy green to see what actually happens here. So yeah, the results may surprise you, actually, and obviously he has all the bells and whistles. He's +5, he has his weapon and all that good stuff. So check it out, guys.
Saboteurs must be punished. Bear this
leads us to eternity!
Saboteurs must be punished.
This is for your own good.
Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads us to eternity!
Return to the origin of life.
Fire leads us to eternity!
Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads us to eternity! This is for your own good.
Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads us
the
to
origin of
eternity!
Return to the origin of life.
Fire leads
Return
us
to
to
the
eternity!
origin of life.
Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads us to eternity!
Saboteurs must be punished. You will bear this pain. Saboteurs must be punished.
Return to the origin of life.
What a show!
Return to the origin of life.
This is for your own good.
Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads us to it.
Saboteurs must be punished. Feel the fury!
this is for your own good.
Saboteur's lair punished.
Fire leads us to eternity. Good.
Saboteurs must be punished. Saboteurs must be punished.
Fire leads
Return
us
to
to
the
eternity.
origin of life.
Another thing, guys, that I already tested this. His weapon does not stack, so he's only going to get 30% defense. And this guy, this is at higher awakenings, his survivability is so freaking high. It's not even funny. So very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. But I don't think he's going to need 30% defense. I definitely do think that he needs an good attack weapon. Snake Hammer comes to mind. He does give 60% attack because that weapon does stack. And Lupita's weapon for sure, because Lupita's weapon is going to give 60% crit chance. And if you put this guy next to a powerful Gwendolyn that gives 30% crit chance and 60% crit damage, that's going to be 90% crit chance and 60% crit damage on him. Then with this guy with 20 stacks, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lot of damage in that case, in that situation. So that's pretty powerful. But don't forget that he is a strength hero, so you're able to actually put him the whip. So using the whip in blue is pretty powerful as well. So yeah, if you have a really powerful whip, I have a level 90 at +3 and all that good stuff. So giving extra stacks, that would be pretty interesting. Stats, and that would be pretty interesting. But in general, if you have him +1, he's not really upgraded and things like that, or in +3, of course. I would use him specifically to try to break shields and dispelling. His dispelling abilities are like the best in blue for sure, because he gets attacked and that guy's gonna get dispelled every single time, so that's pretty cool. So he definitely has his uses for sure. However, do I think that this guy is a must-have hero? Well, he is definitely not a must-have hero, because even though he is a dispeller and a pseudo shield breaker, you can do that with other heroes in the game, and other heroes that you can actually buy in shops and get them to frickin' +5. That's not going to be a happy go, by the way. I'm talking about Jokul. So and Palmyra has been offered so many times. A bunch of players already have Palmyra for dispelling. Abigail as well, even at +0. She's a frickin' monster. That is pretty freaking disgusting. So, and this hero depends a lot on his awakenings. He does need his +1, and to be a guaranteed shield breaker, he does need his +3 in that situation. And his +5 pretty much guarantees this guy is going to stick around to the very last second of the fight on attack. On defense, it's pretty freaking disgusting. If you really have this hero really high awakened, I highly recommend you to give him an attack weapon to see how much power you can pull it out of him. And try to do the Lupita combo, Lupita's weapon and Gwendolyn, to see how much damage we can actually pull with this guy. Because I do think that he is able to do a lot of damage if you give him enough love. When I say love, upgrade him, awake, all that good stuff, and all, and you know what I'm talking about. Talents and all that good stuff. And also with weapons and other combinations there. And on defense, I do think that he's going to be a powerful counterattack hero for sure. Counter teams suffer a lot with two things: damage share and snakes. And snakes, we don't have a solution for a snake. So yeah, that's pretty scary for a counterattack team. However, dispelling is king when you're actually playing counterattack team. So yeah, he could definitely be a good hero for that, because you're gonna need your enemies to not have any damage share at all. So that's pretty cool, guys, for sure. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please leave in the comments and we'll talk about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.